years of hard work, challenges, struggles. Back home, we have two systems of how you get paid. Advance and monthly. Here you can get paid every day. For those landing, things becomes very easy. And once the things becomes very easy in a foreign country, transitionally, you tend to lose focus.
So are you trying to say that it's better when someone doesn't have papers?
Yes and no.
Okay. There's something you're calling landing here. What is landing?
Landing is when you
Landing
get
a plane?
sponsored.
Okay.
And you just come in. And at the airport, that's where your paperwork is done. Success is not easy. Any person can succeed in this place. I've seen that over and over again. You can fail and come again.
Before the show starts, I want to let you in on something. Episode 100, 101, and 102 of the Couch Connect podcast is going to be recorded live in the city of Nairobi, the city of Toronto, and the city of Minneapolis. If you'd like to be part of the audience, purchase your ticket now. Find the link in the description to this video below. Enjoy this episode. You know, when I moved here, I met a couple of people, and people used to say, I've been here for 20 years, I've been here for, I think there's one who was here for 25 years, and I was like, man, this guy's been here for forever. I thought that, once I've been here for 15 years or something, I'm going to feel some sort of something jolting me awake to make me feel some type of way.
Yes.
But it doesn't happen, man. I mean, I haven't been here 15 years yet, but I've been here only a couple of years.
Is it 8 or 10?
It's almost 10.
It's 10.
Yeah, almost a decade,
I
man.
remember, actually. I remember. But those 10, when you try to account for it, you see like it's nothing.
Yeah, of course.
In this kind of environment, we are chasing time, honestly.
Yeah.
Like what I do, I don't have time.
Yes.
Every week, pro-buy. It's like a pro-buy kind of experience.
Yes.
So you see it's on Monday, before you know it is Friday.
Yes.
Then you have pressure of going again. It's really not an easy kind of experience more so when we talk about how time goes.
Before you know it, time is already gone.
No, the time is already gone.
But I think the most interesting thing is that the fact that you never feel that you've been here for so long makes it dangerous in a way. I think I would think that it's dangerous, and I think that it would be dangerous because you might think that you have time, and then it just dawns on you that you don't have time.
Yeah, comparatively, yes. And
yeah.
There are many scenarios you find with context, though. There are those who came in and settled really quick.
Yeah. What would make someone settle quick?
Settle quick in this context is paperwork. Paperwork is good.
Okay.
Everything is really looking good, really quick.
Okay, cool. So let's go back here. There's some who came and settled in real quick.
Yes. So for those who settled really quick, they started buying time. Saying, okay, now I'm here.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen, like, back home we have only one system of how you get paid.
Yeah.
Advance and monthly. Here you can get paid every day.
If you want.
Weekly or bi-weekly, whatever,
Yes.
But also I've seen, it's like, for example, somebody who is paid weekly, can squander the money knowing that next week I will get paid and I will start from there.
Yeah.
Also, that's how we treat time. For those who came in, I remember, it took a while for the paperwork to align.
Yeah.
And there are those who came in, boom. The way things were going for them, it was really quick.
Yeah.
But you find how they were positioning themselves for, the foundation to achieve their objectives was a little bit kind of slow.
Okay.
And you find that somebody who is here for a time without the paperwork being right, that person knows that I'm in a borrowed
space.
time,
yeah.
In a borrowed space. So
Borrowed space.
you find that
They're more focused.
Yeah, the focus is razor, it's really good. And once they achieve their goal, then they slow down a little bit.
So are you trying to say that it's better when someone doesn't have papers?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no.
Because in my head, I'm like, I've seen people who don't have papers and they struggle a lot. I mean, from all sorts of immigration backgrounds. There could be people who look like you and me from my country, or even people from, Europe or Australia who don't have the right paperwork, even Americans who don't have the right paperwork here. They sort of tend to struggle, in my opinion.
Yeah, yes, like Canada is a little bit friendly.
Okay.
But in the US, for example, as a comparative example,
Yeah.
the US, for those who did not even have paperwork until they got one, they achieved a lot of things. A lot.
Yeah.
When I say they achieved a lot of things in terms of perspective into life, how they can put their resources together, how they can invest, which area to prioritize, and the focus, and also how they treat their time.
Yeah.
And like for those who, just for example, like in the case in Canada, there are those who are landing.
Yeah.
Those who are landing, they find everything is set for them. They come into a system which is really accepting them. They have privileges right away. But for those who do not have that kind of opportunity to land,
Yeah.
they don't have those kind of privileges.
There's something you're calling landing here. What is landing?
Landing is when you
Landing
get
a plane?
sponsored.
Okay.
And you just come in, and at the airport, that's where your paperwork is done.
Yeah.
You get if it is the PR, everything is settled there.
So we call those people landed immigrants.
Yeah, we just use
Okay.
it that one,
Yeah.
the landed immigrants,
Yeah.
right? Or any person who has applied for a program which is really provided for landing
Yeah.
opportunities, like those who have been given the job opportunities, and the other provincial and federal programs.
Yeah.
So we know them when they come; those are landing. But you cannot say it's the same with the students or any other person who are visitors or any person who just
On a
came
work
in
permit.
on a work permit. Yeah.
Yeah.
On a work permit. So, for example, on work permit and students or study permits,
Yeah.
things are really tough.
Yeah.
If you don't have the system to support you, the people around you can understand what you're doing, what are the challenges that you're facing. So those are the kind of scenarios that you see.
Yeah.
But for those landing, things becomes very easy. And once the things becomes very easy in a foreign country, transitionally, you tend to lose focus. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do feel so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. And when we're talking about landing here, and I was thinking about when you land on a plane, but I also thought I think it also applies to people who land via road. For example, those who come from Alaska or the U.S. or people who land via ship also. They're also called landed immigrants. I mean, those who get their paperwork and then they got here by ship. Because when I think about the people who came here in the 1800s and the 1900s, coming from Europe, I think the ones who came here from Europe probably came by ship. And when they landed here, when they got here, they were also called landed immigrants.
Yes.
But when I think about it, I'm like, man, what about those who came here via the Underground Railroad? The slaves were in the U.S. and then eventually got their way in here. I think they were also called landed immigrants.
Yeah, I agree with you. Whichever means, like you have somebody to sponsor in the U.S.
Yeah.
They can actually travel by car.
Road, yeah.
And then they get landed at the border.
I have a couple of friends who've actually come in that way. They, just drove over to Canada. I mean, they got a job here or school here, and then eventually became Canadians that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the word landing is I don't know how I can put it, but it's associated to now being accepted. But now you are coming straight to the system.
Yeah.
Which provides a lot of privileges, which is only limited only to PR, not to citizenship, right? So there are two sets of, when we talk about the PR, permanent residents and the citizens, there are two sets of privileges, you know. So we all know them, but in this case we are talking about permanent residents. Those coming in, whichever means they used, whether by air, by whichever means, they just come in to land.
You know, today I'm hanging out here with a gentleman who I think, you know, Chris, you are one of the few open, successful, normal people who call this place home that I know. I think you immigrated here with very little. You worked very hard, and you know now you have become who you are. Somehow achieved great heights, and I think these are the dreams of many new Canadian immigrants or aspiring immigrants too. And this conversation is mostly going to be based around that. You know how one can become as successful as you. And maybe to start off here, I'm going to ask you, what would you say has been your greatest secret to these achievements?
Number one, I just want to give a disclaimer. I'm not that successful.
You know, funny thing, every person who was raised in my background, in this context, you know, in a Kenyan background, has this sort of humility to them. And I do acknowledge your humility here today.
Amen.
So I'm telling you folks that this guy is very successful, but he humbly accepts it. Without,
You know, I know exactly what you mean is actually something that I can be able to compare. But at the same time, even you open up to your struggles, sometimes somebody can sit back and say, "Oh, I'm better off," right? But again, we are in an environment which, to me, I call it a ground zero. Any person can succeed in this place. There's a lot of things, resources, opportunities. And I would say that the opportunity in this area is plenty and is uncontested. So in every aspect of what we do, and personally what I do, I've seen that over and over again you can fail and come again. You can drop and get going. It's not like in this case, like in our country, Kenya. Sometimes when you fall,
you're
gone. I'm telling you, coming back, it takes a while. But here, you can struggle because most of the time that what we struggle is about achieving objectives, and most of those objectives is tailored around finances. What we do with the finances that we have, it's a different story. But most of the people here, they think about finances and how to manage the finances. So to me, I must say that I'm not where I can be able to say I'm successful. There are people there in our community who are more successful. They have done a lot of things. But the thing is, are we learning from them? If we are learning, are they opening up enough for us to know their journey, where they are, their history? Because everybody has history. You'll be able to stand and say, okay, this is when I came in. When I came in, this is what the transition was really hard for me. It took a while. These are the steps that I took to make sure that I have a solid foundation. However, when it comes to being successful in this country, foundation is very important. How you put that foundation sometimes is also not, I'll say it not in general terms, but it's very specific to that individual, right? So my foundation may not necessarily work for you. Yours may not really necessarily work for me. Because some people will say, oh, the only foundation that you need to have in this country is to have education. There are those who just went straight to the job market. and the things worked. Those who just went straight to better their education, skills, going to get a better education, and then things worked. So it's quite dynamic in that sense.
When you came to this country, how much money did you have in your pocket? Before you give that answer. There's a lady called Zana Garg in the US. She's I think her full name is Zana Gagandeep. She's an Indian immigrant to the United States, but she's a comedian. So I was listening to one of her comedy pieces, stand-up comedy pieces recently, and what she said in that set is that when she came to America, she had $7 in her pocket, and then whispered on the side, like 10,000 in the bank account. Anyways, so coming back to you, if you can, just take those steps back to when you landed here 15 years ago. How much money did you have in your pocket or bank account or whatever you had?
No, in my pocket I had what we call transfer money.
Okay.
Transfer money meaning I landed in Quebec. That's in Montreal.
Yeah.
I needed $100 to get a bus to Toronto.
Yes.
And if I remember, I had $130.
$130.
Yes. I utilized 90.
Remained with 40.
I don't know whether I remained with 40. I'm not sure.
You probably paid 90 plus tax on something.
Yes, but thereabout.
Yeah.
But what mattered is that I'm here.
Yes. With less than $40 in your pocket. I mean, whatever it was, less than $40, definitely.
Yes.
Yes, and that's all you had.
Yes.
And when I think of myself, I don't remember how much I came here with. I probably had less than you, probably $50 in my pocket. But you said something here. Foundation is important. When you were talking about this foundation, what is this foundation about? So in my case, I had family around who were very instrumental and key in assisting me to settle, and showing me the pathways or things that I needed to do. And so you said that sometimes there's people who've gone before us, and they probably needed to show us the path that they've taken in order for them to achieve the heights they've achieved. So for you, would you say that you had someone who held your hand, or who showed you the way? I mean, you don't have to mention the name, but if you could look back to those first few days, how was it?
Foundation, before I get into details about persons, I see it in two ways. Foundational is academic and applied foundation.
Okay.
Academic meaning how quick you learn, how do you listen, how do you analyze, what kind of advice do you take, which one you don't take. And applied is the information that you have, how do you utilize that information in application sense. All right. But again, the most important thing that I can tell you is finding the community around you.
Okay.
That is the most, that is the currency for the newcomers. I will tell you.
And community here being what exactly?
People are ready to welcome you, to take you step by step like a child. In understanding that you are in a new environment, in a new country. This is what you need. And I'm telling you this because that time we did not have that kind of privilege. But I will tell you one thing that made me to have a greater foundation. The church.
So the church became your foundation?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's where I met the community. The community who were thinking like me, having a life perspective like me, same interest, and most importantly, same background. So, like, the All Nations, to me, that's my mother.
All Nations here being a church?
Yes.
Okay.
A church.
Okay.
Without mentioning the individuals, that church meant a lot to me. And my foundation was based on what I learned initially when I joined that church.
And so would the church then be providing you with opportunities of telling you what to do, or is this just the individuals you meet in the church who, in your discussions with one another, they tell you, you could do this, you could do that, or you hear from the experiences?
No, on a mental side, I did not struggle. Okay. On a mental side, like loneliness, like when you go to church, you meet people, you just have fun, you are relaxed, you see things in a very good perspective. I did not live in silo, right?
Yeah.
Or in isolation, right? The church was there. And at that time when I came here in this country, that is when now the community was trying to identify the areas of commonality, right? That's when the community was being built when I came here.
Yeah.
And when I say build, I'm talking about the vibrancy of the social identity. Meeting up, having a few things socially, like groupings. That's what I found.
Yeah.
And in these groupings, there was a lot of information on how to get a job, where to go, what kind of a job is it. Because most of us, we came here thinking that, I'm moving to this country. The only job that I want is a white-collar job, right?
Yeah.
But when I came here, things changed.
Yeah.
People were telling you, man, follow the money.
White-collar job here, what would be working in a bank?
You're working in a bank.
Investment banking or something like that.
Investment banking, you're a supervisor. Those kind of things like we do in...
working in some sort of office.
Yes. Or formal kind of settings.
But somebody told you, man...
No, the people say there, no. You don't do this here.
Follow the money.
Follow the money.
Yeah.
Right. So that is the kind of foundation that I will tell you.
And so the following the money then enable you to grow from your $40 that you have in your pocket, to becoming the person that you are. But do you think that when we brand ourselves as immigrants, so I mean, we walk around and say, I'm an immigrant. Do you think when you brand yourself, I'm an immigrant, do you think it sets you up with this sort of mindset that sets you up for success or failure, or it doesn't matter at all?
No, being branded as a migrant is a fact. You are.
And,
right?
I think what I'm trying to imagine here is if there is importance in remembering that you moved here and you probably have a purpose when you moved here. So when you call yourself an immigrant, I mean, you are kind of thinking that you moved here with a purpose. But anyways, maybe...
I wanted to, like there's no in between.
Okay.
People moving here, in one way or the other, they will be called immigrants.
Yeah.
Right? In what category? That is another story. Now, for people to be like us, I moved here economically for economical reasons. There are people who are moving here for social reasons or political reasons, right? But on my side, I can be able to say mostly it's political, social reasons, and more so towards economical reasons.
Yeah.
And once we are here, the tag immigrants may affect you necessarily or not.
Yeah.
Depending on how your outlook is when it comes to why you here. The question is why.
Yeah.
Why are you here? And what are the reasons
that bring you here?
That brought you here. All right? So, like comparatively, in our community, when I say in our community, that is Kenyan community,
yeah,
we are here to better our lives.
Would you say also better the lives of the people that we leave
That's
behind?
another question, because we need to discuss about, we need also to touch about the role of a community, right? What is the role vis-a-vis the role of an individual in any given settings? How do we succeed as individuals versus how do we succeed as a community?
Yeah.
Right? So I know that being here individually, people are working very hard to succeed. And I'll tell you.
Yeah.
And I will not be in a position to judge anybody who is failing here. People are trying to succeed.
And some fail.
And some fail. For some reasons. I'm not here to judge somebody who is failing, but I know here you can have an opportunity to bounce back. I've seen it. But the hard part is what made you fail? What the kind of experience did you learn in your failing?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, failing is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you are learning, right? But there are this kind of nagging, the failures, they keep on repeating itself all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the failures that I do see is about how we manage our money. That's where I struggle.
Mm-hmm.
That is where our people struggle, right? They keep on repeating all the time.
Mm-hmm. What are some of these mistakes that people make with money that you've seen, especially in the community, as you said?
Yeah, I think the first thing is how you define money.
Okay.
And how do you view money?
Yeah.
All right. There are people who are ruthless with money.
Mm-hmm.
They will tell you money has no emotions. Ruthless in the sense on how they save, how they spend, but also these sets of people are very, very, let me say, they somehow tend to be hopeless sometimes in this space.
Mm-hmm.
There are those people who are just really, they spend money, they say the only way to attract money is by spending.
Yeah.
So the question is, where do you spend your money?
Mm-hmm.
All right? So in this process, there are these sets of people who save a lot of money, but if they don't get that money in motion meaning they don't invest in that money.
Mm-hmm.
There are those people who spend money either through investment or consumption,
Mm-hmm.
all right? But you find in these groups, they tend to make sets of the same kind of mistakes,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Surrounding, around objectives.
Mm.
Objectives is, for example, like I've interacted with some communities like Indians.
Yeah.
They will tell you if you have more than 6,000 in savings,
Mm-hmm.
you are dumb.
There's something wrong with you.
There's something wrong with you.
Mm-hmm. There's a figure there. If you have more than $6,000.
Yeah, in savings.
Mm-hmm.
6,000 is an emergency fund.
Yeah.
But if you have more than 6,000,
we need to talk behind the tent.
We need to talk behind the tent.
Yeah. We're going to come back here, and I think you're going to tell me, I want to learn more about this $6,000 and the Indian community and what they're doing, because they must be doing something correctly. Mm-hmm. But before we get there, I want to tell you something. A friend of mine told me many years ago that I was an older guy. I have many older friends. Mm-hmm. He was probably 20, 30 years older than me. And he told me this, Joab, I love money. Mm-hmm. I'm mad. I'm like, what? We are not supposed to love money. Why do you love money? Mm-hmm. Like, Joab, I'm going to tell you this. I love money. Mm-hmm. And because he saw the confusion in my face, he took a step back and he went ahead to explain to me what he meant by that. He told me, when money gets in my wallet, I have to take care of it. Mm-hmm. I even iron my money. He gets an iron box, and if his money is creased, he will iron it and make it flat. I don't know if it doesn't burn the money, of course, but he wants to take care of his money very well. He told me that even my wallet, I spray perfume in it. My money smells nice. I was like, man, you go extra miles. I mean, what are you crazy or something? And he told me, my friend, let me tell you, if you love money, then money will love you back.
Yes.
And he went ahead to continue explaining, and he told me that if I were to get money out of so every time, if you love money, or if you love something, you can't just be giving it out to everybody.
Yes.
So the reason why I love my money is, so since I love my money, I can't be meeting everybody who asks me for some money. I give it to them because I love my money. And since I love my money will continue loving me too. If I see something like a cup, I will not exchange my money for that cup because I want to hang on longer to my money. I just don't keep giving it to other people to exchange stuff with it. So whether it's spending it on stuff or loaning it to people or just giving people as charity, he doesn't do that. And as I was discussing with him, I got to realize this guy was extremely successful. He used to run several lumber yards in Tanzania, and he would export timber across Africa, and I think to China as well, from Congo to China, something like that. And I think that's a lesson that stuck with me forever. I don't spray my wallet with perfume or or I earn my money. But that is something, you know, that I've always thought about. So we've talked here about, you know, a bunch of mindset shifts that you know what you went through when you moved here. So the first thing you told me is that, you know, people told you that you want to avoid going into you know, a white collar job. Let's follow the money. But I also want to think that when you come in, it is maybe not very possible to land a very successful first job.
No, you know, like for example, when I say that follow the money, cannot apply holistically, cannot apply to everybody. There are those people who have a plan, and they know how to execute their plan. What I'm just saying is, once you are here as a new person. Sometimes there's a lot of information coming in from everywhere. Yeah. Now, when it comes to how you do your foundation, all right, the mindset is, which place can I pitch my foundation where I can attract money, you know, where I can make money. That's what we call follow the money. Now, because we need to take care of the aspect, how much money is enough? There's somebody who can say, once I get to 25 an hour job, I'm good. And that person will be good. Yeah. There are people who say, oh man, I need 60 an hour, right? There are those who are very comfortable with the 10 an hour, right? Yeah. So it depends where you are, what makes you comfortable. We have different sets of people and how they think about money, how they see money. And to them, what is important is where they are comfortable. And there are some who say they want to be billionaires. Yes. There are those who just want to succeed beyond whichever means. Beyond whatever is meaningful. Yes. Yeah. But also, those who want to succeed, they are risk takers without even going into details what kind of risks. Sometimes you throw the moral outside the window when you're taking those risks, right? But again, as a person in this country, I do feel that your foundation is very, very important. Yeah. Your foundation is that you can be able to define yourself, not somebody else. Yeah. But you can be able to stand in front of people and say, this is what worked for me. It may not necessarily work for you when it comes to finances, how I see it. But I'm telling you out there are people who work $20 an hour. Yeah. And they are very, very in a good position, honestly.
Let me ask you, when you moved here, I think you had some sort of skills that you were working in back home, or, you know, your job. Did you get that skills or those skills and that experience recognized when you came here?
No.
Okay.
The transferable skills from back home?
Well, I think there are some which are transferable. I mean, reading and writing and stuff like that. But there are very specific skills that you would probably only get if you work a certain job. So when you move here, then those skills, sometimes they're not recognized.
To be specific, actually, there are certain skills which I utilized once I came here, right? Yeah. One of them is just to be a team player, right? Yeah. Number two is communication. Although communication was really hard for me. Yeah. Because of the accent, right?
How did you manage with the accent?
I've never managed it.
After 15 years of living
No, it's only to adapt to your mind, to listen to them. Yeah. But them, they don't even understand what I'm saying, so I have to repeat, right?
Yeah, you repeat
not because we are not talking English. We do. Yeah. But the accent itself was really different. Hard for me. Yeah. Right? It was really, really hard, right? And, we talk British. The pronouns, the proverbs, it's somehow American English is really hard to understand. More so when they talk certain things, right? But I found that the skills which it was really hard for me is the communication skill, more so the English, when it comes to the accent. Yeah. Right.
What was your first job when you got here?
Actually, I went to a banking expo. I got a job there. Not a job, but we were invited to go through the training. Yeah. I didn't last for 2 weeks.
You realized
it was still accent is.
You're invited to work in the bank and they realize this guy cannot.
No.
If he speaks like
the
this.
lady told me your accent is so heavy. I don't know how to help you. I didn't come to the following week. I didn't come. No, sorry.
Hey, they said you can't count money. Your English can't count money.
Your English cannot communicate with money. So your accent.
But that is very interesting because when the other way that I think about that is when you need a bank account to work or to get your money inside. I mean, when you're working, they ask for your bank account. So your money doesn't recognize that you have an accent.
No.
Your money is okay with you.
I told you, money has no emotions.
Yeah, money doesn't care. So it's the people who are working there.
Yes.
So did you go back home and tell people, man, how did that make
No,
you feel?
probably I didn't even talk, but because you just asked.
Yeah. Is
I'm
it the first time you're saying that?
I'm actually, this is maybe the third time.
Yeah.
The third person.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you that the banking needed somebody who can communicate, right?
Yeah.
So I moved to telecommunication.
Yeah.
I started working with the Rogers from home. And at the same time, having another job with the Metro Distribution Center. But my main job was
Rogers Communications.
Rogers Communication.
You said you had a second job.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so you can go on and then we'll come back to that.
Yeah. So the Rogers Communication was really a good experience, but dealing with the customers who are calling in because of billing issues, technical issues, was really hard for me also.
Yeah.
But also we were measured by the metrics on how we are dealing with the customer. The call, we are being told if you go more than 10 minutes
With a customer.
dealing with the same customer,
Yeah.
your metrics goes nosediving, goes down, right?
But what if you are not solving their problem? What if the customer is difficult and they want you to solve their problem, but you are...
But they are listening though. They are listening how you're dealing with them.
Or
but by 5th minute mark, you should know exactly what the customer is calling.
Okay, and then
about.
So you can escalate it if you need to escalate it.
Yes, if you need to escalate it,
okay, I see.
So one thing that I used to do, and I'm telling you, I did this until I received a call from the supervisor who told me stop it.
What did
I
you
used to do my discretion power to offer the discounts in order to
To make
get
the
these
customer
people
happy.
out of the call,
Yeah.
Like they complain about, oh, my bill is so high, the blah, blah, blah.
Can I give you 50%
Trying to
off?
explain. And then even before the customer get angry, I will suggest, okay, I understand what you're saying, but I'm here to help you. I will extend an offer for you. I will give you one time $20 gift. I will do that.
$20 gift card.
Yes.
Yeah.
And most people, they liked it,
Yeah.
towards your account.
So wait, you're telling me something here. So anytime that I have an issue, I should just call these guys and they're going to extend some of these
I can
offers
tell
to
you
me.
how to deal with these guys.
Okay.
The telephone
For my
guys,
internet, for my
your internet.
cell phone.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
You can get the best deal if you want.
Yeah. Simply by sticking to my
Because
guns.
because the competition here is very high.
Yeah.
We have Bell, Rogers, and then we have Taros.
Yeah.
The fact that they are using the same system, like the towers, they are using the same tower,
Similar towers,
but
yeah.
they have
Their
their own businesses
Yeah.
and their own customers.
Since you're talking about competition, I think recently PC got into the game as well with their cell phone. I think it's called No Name cell phone. And I think there was one that I forget. Funny thing, in America, Trump just released his phone service too. It's called Trump Mobile. And guess what? Guess how much they charge? $45.47. Because Trump is the 45th president and the 47th president. Smart guy.
Trump, man, is so smart. He is. He's a nuisance also.
Yeah.
He is a nuisance, but he's very, very smart.
Yeah.
Now when it comes to the telecommunication system in Canada,
Yeah.
it's controlled by, the government doesn't know how to get out of this.
Yeah.
Because the players are very, very powerful people. Rogers is so powerful.
Yeah.
And
I think it also bankrolls many of the people.
They
in
do.
government as well
They do actually.
for their campaign.
So you find in the market, there are many players who have tried to come into the market. They cannot remove the monopoly of these guys.
Yeah.
And that's why you find in North America, actually, let me say that Canada has the highest cost when it comes to this communication cost.
Yeah, I even think in the world.
In the world is the highest, right? In the highest. Like right now, my plan, I pay, is it $90?
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. Yeah? The fact that they give me unlimited data, but that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
but
I got a deal with my employer, and I'm almost on the $90 plan, but I think I pay $64, which is still a lot in my opinion.
It's a lot of money.
Because you're saying the US, I mean, you can go into the US because I think you're going to compare
Canada
to the US.
Yeah, I have, I had a plan with the US, which is the $35.
And you get
have everything.
Yeah.
You are connected everywhere. Yeah? You have everything. But when it comes to Canada, it's really, really hard. But
let me give you a shocker. When I'm with Rogers too. So when I travel out of this country, well, out of North America, because my plan is free or in Canada, Mexico, and the US. But when I go anywhere else, I pay $15 a day. Can you imagine to Rome? $15 a day. I traveled once for, I think, 20 days. I had to pay $300.
I'm telling you, that's where they make money.
Yeah.
That's how they make money, because of the infrastructure control.
Yeah.
These people, they control the infrastructure. And any person who wants to invest here in telecommunication, somehow they find it very hard to roll out the infrastructure because it is really controlled. And then you find there's a lot of manipulation with the Communication Council of Canada, issuing licenses and what have you, right? So you find, at least in that area, we are struggling. It's the same thing with the insurance.
Yeah.
Auto insurance.
Yeah.
Auto insurance is
Crazy.
way crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine somebody telling me that he's or she is paying $300 a month. That's very cheap.
Yeah.
That's very cheap. But when you go to US, you find somebody is paying $35, $40, $50 a month.
Yeah, very affordable.
Very affordable. Yeah, right. So it's all about control. Yeah.
So, one thing I'm happy about is the fact that you got employers who are able to sort of give you a soft landing. Because I think some of the first jobs that I hear people had to do, even when they were students or whatever, I think some of them are very crazy. I can give you my example. So one of the first jobs that I did was cleaning signboards. See the signboards that tell you Toronto 200 kilometers remaining, or I don't know, Ottawa 500 kilometers to go. I used to clean those signs, man. I remember when I got the job, one of the questions I was asked is, are you afraid of heights? I said, no, I'm not afraid of heights. Man, I got in that bucket and I went up there and I hated it because I was so afraid. I mean, it was so elevated.
Yes.
Yeah, and this is what I see with many people. But something else you said here is that you had to have a second job?
Yeah, I had to have a second job because already you talked about the skill sets. Then I moved to the telecommunication sector with the Rogers. I stayed there for a while, but I was struggling communicating with the people. That is a skill set also. Communicating with the hungry customer, trying to make my metrics go high.
Yeah.
And it was also beneficial when your metrics goes high. When your numbers goes high, how you resolve the issues quickly, how you escalate less.
Yes.
Right?
So when you're able to solve the issue, that
you escalate less, right? Okay. So that there was one area. Normally, if you want to have more of a good deals, you go to retention. They call it the retention. Retention, it means a lot to these companies.
What is retention?
Retention is the department which retains customers.
Okay.
Their job is to retain customers. You go rant there, you're telling them, I'm moving, I want to port out. They will give you a good deal.
Okay.
You just threaten them. Eh?
No, I know.
They don't want you to go. All right? So it's called the retention, customer retention. So customer retention, they wanted to focus on the real customers, on the real deal, in terms of who we should. They were not supposed to deal with the issue with the billing, right? They wanted the call to be executed there, which means to when you see there is a port trigger, we call it a port trigger. Somebody wants to move. That's when you move them. To retention.
Now that department still exists.
Yeah, right? I stayed there until I started handing over, giving them some discounts, right? And then the supervisor called me and said, stop it. Until when he told me stop it, I felt like this is not my job. So I went back to full time with the second job, right? Until there, I met a guy who was a truck actually, who was from Zimbabwe. He told me, what are you doing here?
He'd come to deliver goods there or something.
He asked me, what are you doing here? I told him, what do you think I'm doing? I'm working.
Making money.
Yeah, I'm working. Get out of there.
And you bolted without looking
Get
back.
out of there. So there were some members of the community who were already there. I started inquiring them. There were two of them actually.
Who are already in trucking?
Yeah, in trucking.
Okay.
I don't want to mention names, but they know themselves. They helped me a lot to understand the trucking. And then I joined there. Since that time, I can talk about a few things about the community and trucking, right? The community and trucking. And let me tell you, I'll say this. There are some areas in this country, I would call it a gold mine. Nursing is one of them. Trucking, trade jobs. So it's like a gold mine, Like once you engage yourself there, but also we have support cast. Educated people like you, you can help the community to just have what we call the average in exactly what we do, and that's why you find the Indians they are too much into these areas. They are dominating in trucking. They are dominating in hospitality. They are dominating in many areas, and also trade, right? And they have the professionals like you who supported them to make sure that the community is really successful in that area. But individually, that's what I did, and that's where I am. Yes.
And I think that's where I want to come now. A bunch of things that I want us to talk about is relating to how our community has failed to coalesce together to enable folks to succeed together. I mean, I'm involved with very many communities. I'm involved with the Italian communities, the Persian communities. Actually, I'd say 60-70% of my friends are actually Persian. And I've seen a lot of Indians also, coalescing around one another and succeeding. And some of these things that they do very successfully, people from my community are not able to do them. And maybe we are going to come there shortly. But I also just want to acknowledge that these people have the power of numbers in that they are very many. For example, I did some stats. So there's in the entire country of Canada, there's 30,000 Kenyans, which is a small number compared to 1.5 million people of Italian origin, which makes up about 4% of the population, and between 1.8 to 2 million people of Indian origin, which makes up about 5% of the Canadian population as well. Now, out of these 30,000 Kenyans, 50% of them live in Ontario, and I would dare say a majority of these people live around the Greater Toronto area. But before we go on here, I want to give this land acknowledgement because I think this is very important, because we've been welcomed here by people who are of indigenous origin. And I just want to read out this acknowledgement here that the Culture Connect podcast acknowledges its presence, the filming and recording of this episode on the traditional territory of many indigenous nations. The area known as Toronto has been taken care of by the Anishinaabe Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Huron-Wendat. It is now home to many First Nation, Inuit, and Métis communities, and we acknowledge the current treaty holders, the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. And this territory is subject to the Dish with One Spoon, Wampum Belt Covenant, an agreement to peaceably share and care for the Great Lakes region, which is where we're recording this episode today.
Yes.
And this was formalized by the Indigenous Council, formerly known as the Aboriginal Educational Council. Now, like I said, there's strength in numbers. I look at these immigrant communities, I look at the Jews, I look at the Italians, people of the Balkan nations, the Russians and all this, and the Persians, the people of East Indian origin, and this could include the people of India itself, the Pakistani, Bangladeshi. They seem held together. What do you think is the glue that enables all these other communities to stick together, especially when it comes to economic matters?
Yeah, number one, I just want to give a disclaimer. I'm not a community expert.
Okay.
That I have a solution. What I will say is what I see, what is happening, and I'm also in relation to our community, right?
Yeah.
Coming back to strength in numbers, to me, this is my view. Numbers doesn't even matter as much as you haven't cracked this code, the economic and the political code.
Yeah.
If you haven't cracked that code, numbers is nothing. Numbers will come down the line as a chip for negotiation, the lobbying, and positioning also, right? But the one thing that I've seen for those, comparatively for those successful communities, one thing that I've already seen is they don't run away from who they are as a people.
Yeah.
If it's about the Jews, they practice their culture and the traditional identity.
Yes.
They don't run away from it. I've interacted with my job. I've interacted with one group which is called Amish.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I've learned a lot of things. One of the striking things that I saw with them is their retention power is 95%.
Retention power meaning?
Retention power meaning first attracting people to them. And when I say attracting, they don't necessarily attract people outside them.
Yeah.
But attracting the young people to just join,
Okay.
right?
Their offspring.
Offspring.
Okay.
They do it through what we call family settings.
Yeah.
They will eat at the same time. They will be home by this time. All right? Around the table when they are eating, they will eat, and they have the opportunity either through their affiliation, when the faith affiliation, they will be able to guided, right? By maybe reading the Bible, discussing about the issues around the Bible, and also touching the matter of history to these young children, young kids. So you find that the retention is really high, 95%. These kids, they transition. They don't change. The same thing happens with the Indians. When they are in their homes, these kids, they don't speak English.
Yeah.
Us, we think it's a jackpot. My kid talking English. It's like, oh, my kid is saying bye. That kind of thing. You get excited just because your kid is speaking English in an English country.
But
right?
Don't we say here that you were told that your accent could not communicate with money?
I think that is the effect, and that's why I'm so excited.
Yeah.
With my kids, I'll tell you, I don't speak with them in Swahili. The fact that we speak in our home, we speak our dialect.
Yeah, Ekegusi.
But Ekegusi. But these kids, they don't even know what we are saying.
They understand?
Probably they do, but they don't
respond.
They don't respond.
Okay.
Why? Because we are not putting much of an effort. And I will commend you, my friend. Your daughter is talking Swahili.
I mean, it's hard. But
I don't know how you did it, but I know that is intentional, right?
Yeah, it is very intentional.
It's very intentional. To me, it's not. So these people, they do things intentionally, and that's why now you find their interests, aspirations, values, they meet, right? And now how to sustain it, they use what we call 3 R's. Rituals. They find rhythm, and the rules, right?
Rituals.
Rituals meaning every day in the evening they sit around the table. That is rituals, right? How they talk to each other, that's rituals, right? And then the rhythm is how often do they do it, right? And then the rule.
Yeah.
The rule is, if you get out of this line, you're out of order, right?
Okay. So we got to have a rule to bring you back?
Yes.
Okay.
We have a rule to bring you back. And when you see that kind of a community in that setting, it becomes easier to run any program they want as a community in order to succeed, right? May it be economical program, may it be political program, may it be, like us, where we come from, and we are here, we are so good socially, we are so good. But economically, politically, oh man, we haven't cracked that code. No.
Socially, we can hang out and coalesce and come together for parties.
If I see anything saying that there is a barbecue, even I'm not invited, I will be there.
Yeah.
I will be there. We are so good, right?
Yes.
And that's a very good thing. But when it comes to how are we going to ravage our position, and also our community, Kenyan people, I'm telling you, Job, these are the most hardworking people I've seen. I will stand behind my community and say these are the most hard-working people.
Yeah.
But our hard work sometimes is being sabotaged by the nature in which we operate our things, how we operate. And I'm telling you, if a community like, as I was telling you sometimes back, I moved to London 2017.
Yeah. London, Ontario.
Yes.
Shout out to people who live in London, Ontario. Put up a picture of the city of London. I think there's a picture to the entrance of the city of London. Let's put that up.
Yeah. Welcome to London. So, the Indians who are not there, really.
Yeah.
The people who are there were Pakistanis, because I got a house from the Pakistani guy.
Yeah.
Most on the Middle East. That's who were there. But Indian made a decision. London is our destination. The way they teamed up, the way they did it, they flipped the market, most of the housing market. They came with what we call bidding war. 2019. Before then, in my case, I didn't have any bidding.
Yeah. When you're buying
war with anybody.
Yeah.
I just sent my bid around 8 p.m.
Your offer,
We sent our bid around 8 p.m. We got accepted. That's it.
And 8:30 you are accepted?
No. By law it says by midnight the person has to accept.
Yeah, or not.
So we waited a little bit towards the deadline of the day. So we sent it. It was around maybe 9. It didn't take 1 hour. The person accepted the bid.
Yeah.
Now the Indian came in and they changed everything. You go see the house, you like it, you're being told by the handlers, that's the realtors, we are receiving and accepting bids on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So on Tuesday, you send what we call blind bid. The house is going at 300,000.
Yeah.
Because this is a blind bid and you want that house, you will increase 10,000. That's a huge money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. I mean,
that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And my time, it was you reduce.
Yeah, you give what, 250.
The person is asking 300, you give maybe 280.
Yeah.
And it got accepted. But the Indian changed everything. Because they came with the strategy of striking everybody out of the game.
Yeah.
Now, when you bid, the handler or the realtor is calling and telling you, sorry, somebody bid 350.
Yeah.
If you want to beat that 350, let me know. But somebody has already bid 350. The asking was 300, right? And we came to realize these people is a game until the government intervened in 2023.
Yeah.
They stopped that game of bidding
what
blindly.
Is this game?
The game of bidding blindly,
Okay.
You have to be open. All right?
I'm going to give a context here. In Toronto, the average price of a home right now is about $800,000 or thereabouts. And I am thinking that some of these homes are unaffordable, and some of these people buying these homes probably either own other homes or are first-time home buyers and probably don't have the income, are about $200,000 to buy these homes. So how are they able to buy these homes? I mean, in London, Ontario, for instance, which I know the price now has increased. I don't know what I'm sorry, I didn't check the average price for a home in London, Ontario right now. But I just want to believe that it's high. I think it's somewhere in there,
550 average,
around there. So how are they able to do it now?
How they move money between individuals.
Yeah,
that's something sometimes I have to study, right?
Okay.
But they make sure that they succeed in terms of putting the resources together.
Yeah, so like people...
Any bank will approve you easily if you come with more than 10%.
Yes.
All right? You come with maybe 15%. That is the first-time buyers. I'm not talking about the investors.
Second property, yeah.
The second property is an investment. That one you need
20%.
minimum 20%.
Yeah.
And nowadays, even 20%, the banks will move the goalpost.
Yeah.
They will accept, but during crossing, they will tell you, no, we want 30%.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes you don't have the money, and you have put maybe 5,000 down.
Yeah.
That money can just vanish,
Yeah.
disappear because you did not meet the condition, right? So if you have more than 10% as a first-time home buyer, then the bank listens to you.
Yeah.
Another thing which makes they make these Indians access these properties is strategically they have cooperatives.
Yeah.
They're collaborators in the banks. There are people who are underwriters who just tell them, okay, do this, do this, do this.
They
do
give
this.
them the inner workings.
They give them the inner working.
Yeah.
And number 3 is you find one person who wants to buy a house but cannot qualify is joined by another person.
Yeah.
They become 2. One takes the upper deck, the other one takes the basement, right?
Yeah.
But we don't do well as a community in that arrangement.
Even as families.
Even as family, we don't do well.
Yeah.
I don't know why. We don't really do well. Now for them, you find it there too. Now because let me remind you when I came, one of the things that when we at the church, we used to talk, and this was idle talk.
Yeah.
To me, it was really dangerous, and I bought it.
What is the idle talk?
The idle talk is don't buy a house. You will be a slave for 30 years. That's not true.
Yeah.
It is not true. Let me tell you, let me give you an example. You can buy a house now, right? And you say, okay, the renewal period, you negotiate with the bank, you tell them I will be renewing in 2 years. Don't put 5.
Which is what is the normal.
Yes, in the normal. But most banks, they want you to have 5.
Yeah.
Right? But the A lenders, they normally, if you have lower interest, then it makes sense to go for 5.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, go for 5 if it is your first home and the interest is low.
Yeah.
But if it is your investment property, go for single year or 2 years. The reason why you become flexible, if you want to sell it, then it becomes easier without any penalties. You know, like you have a house maturing next year. If you sell it now,
you have to pay a penalty. Yeah,
right?
Because you are not within the renewal period.
Yes, but in this case, you bought a house now, but you put the renewal in 2 years. In 2 years, if you bought that house 300,000, in 2 years I guarantee you get a profit. You know, maybe 360.
Yeah.
Right, plus the money you put down. Right. So anybody telling you that don't buy a house, that's yes, it is a liability. But which is better, ownership or rental? Which is better? Ownership.
Ownership would be better. I mean, there's some people who still fight their case for why renting would be better for them.
Yes.
But I mean, I would choose to go with you, especially for people who want to use their home as sort of a way of
wealth creation.
Creating wealth, yes.
Yes, creating wealth. Always these people, they use homes to create wealth.
Yeah.
They move around, you know. I know a guy who, in those numbers have been down there.
Yeah.
He went down there for
Down there is
2014
Down there
in
is
London.
Okay.
Yes. He has moved houses, almost 6.
Yeah.
And he has made money.
He keeps
From
moving.
the same house.
Yeah.
He stayed there 2 years. He sold it. Actually, sold it around that time when it was really hot cake.
Yeah.
He sold it almost. He got a profit of 200,
Mhm.
right? Put down 2, right?
Mhm.
He sold them after a few years.
Mhm.
He's moving. That is how he's moving, and he's
Yeah.
making money,
Yeah.
right? So it depends on how comfortable you are,
Mhm.
on how you manage your money, how risk tolerance you can have. So we are talking about the question that you asked about the community,
Mhm.
what makes them succeed.
Yeah.
And now we can be able to spend a lot of time in comparatives.
Mhm.
And one area that the Indians, they succeeded really down there, even here in Toronto, we see it.
Yeah.
They identified the key infrastructures and institutions, and they said that this is where we want to be.
Yeah.
One of them is petrol stations. They have taken it.
Mhm. All the gas stations.
The
belong
gas
to them.
station
Yeah.
belongs to them.
Funny thing, I once traveled to a small hamlet in New Prince Edward Island.
Mhm.
Is it PEI or New Brunswick? Where they have lots of potatoes. Is
It's a
it?
PI.
PEI, yeah.
Yes.
So we're driving through PEI with a couple of my friends.
Mhm.
In the middle of nowhere, farms, potatoes to the end.
I know that place.
all four sides.
I've been there, man. That's a
Pure
very good
potatoes.
place. Beautiful.
And yeah, very beautiful
Oh,
island.
man, so good.
we decide to go and get gas on a car. So we find this small gas station in the middle of nowhere with, with those tanks that are powered. I think you got to switch on something.
Yeah,
something like that.
Then you crank it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we go in to pay for the gas. Guess what we find? We find
An Indian
guy there. I was like, man, these guys have taken over all the gas, Indian gas, all
Yes.
the gas stations. Yeah.
They did.
Mhm.
They did. That is one area,
Yeah.
location. Number 2, hospitals.
Mhm.
They run it.
True.
And actually, let me tell you, like in London, we have a scandal there.
Mhm. Going on with
The major players are Indians,
Yeah.
swindling money. So we are not going to discuss that, but
Mhm.
I'm just saying, another thing that they targeted is these multinational shops like Walmart.
Yeah.
They have taken Walmart
They are
officially.
They are the managers. They
They are the managers
the ones who work
officially.
there.
Why? Because it works for Walmart.
Mhm.
Down there, the challenges which is there actually, and actually they are targeting Home Depot. They are moving really fast,
Mhm.
but they have taken over Walmart. The reason why is the student factors.
Mhm.
The student factor, these are the people who can come and do jobs with the minimum payments.
Yeah.
Minimum pay, all right? It's not like traditional workers
Mhm.
who wakes up in the morning and they will call you job and then there you, I'm not coming, sorry.
Yeah.
But these Indians, they will come.
Yeah.
They don't complain.
Mhm.
And for the management of Walmart, this is what they want.
Yep.
Now they have started replacing with the Home Depot, with
Mhm.
the agers.
Mhm.
Those who are retiring, Indians are coming in.
Yeah.
This is strategy. Now it's working for them. How is it working for them? I don't know. Do we think that we have the capacity to do that? Yes, we have the most hard-working people. Actually, we work harder more than Indians.
Yeah.
But these people, they are very strategic.
Mhm.
We are not.
Mhm.
We are not strategic.
Yeah.
But they are. Talking about numbers, is because we were talking about numbers,
Mhm.
and that's why I was telling you numbers without cracking the code may not even necessarily be a good thing, right?
So-
because 2016,
Mhm.
in GTA, the census indicates that we have over 3,000 Kenyans.
Mhm.
Next year we are doing another census, probably is double.
Yeah.
Maybe we're headed to 10,000 seriously.
Mhm.
All right? That's a
Yeah,
huge number.
I would give that number at about 10,000 also.
Yes.
Because 15,000 of Kenyans live in Ontario.
Yes.
Stats.
Yes.
But we're talking here of strategy.
Mhm.
What do you think then are these strategies that, first of all, I'm very proud of the Indians actually,
Mhm.
because whatever they're doing
Mhm.
has enabled them to grow.
Yes.
But I also think that there's opportunity for everybody else to grow because they haven't taken over to the point that nobody else can grow. There's still opportunities for anybody to grow. So then what are those strategies that people from the Kenyan community, as you say, or other communities would employ? I mean, since you're a Kenyan, you're probably going to give examples of strategies that Kenyans can do. So what are those strategies that they can employ so that they can become as successful?
I think personally, this strategy can be subjective, right? They can be subjective. As I said earlier, I'm not an expert really, but I live in a community. I see what is happening, right? And one of the strategy is to understand that in order for us to have longevity as a community, we must identify areas we want to be part of. And also those areas are too, economic and political, right? So you find, and I didn't even mention about how these communities, whether Indians, these successful communities, they target decision-making body organs or positions, like City Hall. You don't have to be elected there, but you can be around them, right? So that when decisions are being made, your voices are heard. Right? We are not there yet. I don't know.
So someone else is making this decision for their community. And they're only benefiting their community.
Like Brampton, City Hall, they are making decisions when it comes to land, which is favoring the Indians to own those lands. They are owning lands like crazy. Everywhere you go, they are buying lands, right? Those are
Put up a picture of the city of Brampton.
Yes. You see this kind of decision making. They also help you to be in an advantageous position, right? Another thing that I will tell you is making this community grow is how they do businesses. Our community, yes, we have people who have businesses, transport, cleaning, nursing, but they work in silos.
By themselves in isolation. They don't want any
And I will give you an example. There's this lady, a community lady. Actually, you know that. I will mention the name of our business, Vitashe. By now, we should have made Vitashe a supermarket. Another, like Mulua. Mulua has what do you call it's a chef, right? And many other Kenyans. But one area I will just pinch myself because I'm part of the problem is also trucking. Trucking is one money guitar scenario. You find every truck has his own truck. That's it. For example, but before I come to the trucking business, if we get time, I will talk about Vitashe. Vitashe people, they might complain. I'm not saying that they are complaining, but they might complain, the prices are very high. Guess what? Compare Walmart and a convenience store. Which has the lowest price?
Walmart.
Because of the capacity. The sourcing of those goods. Walmart is at the high level. The turnover, the customers going in and coming out is high. So you can afford to lower the price. If you don't support the Vitashe, how do you think she can meet her financial obligation in operations?
She's got to hike the prices.
Yes, she has to. Guess what? If you have a business, somebody is coming in, the customer are coming in 1,000.
Then you can lower the price.
You can lower the price. Guess what? 10 customers in a day.
The 10 customers will have to pay a hefty price.
Yes, you have to increase the price. Before you know it, you are out of business. Right? So this is where these communities do well. When you start, like these Pakistanis down there. I was going to the mall, doing some few things, and then I met people clapping at the mall. They became a nuisance, actually. And I was asking, we are celebrating one of us opening a barber shop.
Yeah.
They were Almost 150 of them at the mall.
Yeah.
Why? Because one of them was opening a barber shop.
Yeah.
Guess what? Who are the customers?
The same guys.
The same guys. When we go to these Chinese shops, do they talk English?
No.
When you ask them something, they
actually
look at you. Why? Because they are serving their own people.
Yeah.
We are the only one who is encroaching there.
I find that very interesting, actually.
Yes.
I go to Chinese stores sometimes to buy ground nuts, I like peanuts. And when I'm there and I'm looking for them, for instance, I can't find them. I'm like, where can I find peanuts? They can't speak English. Like
they cannot.
You said you are not communicating with money. For them, they can't communicate with anything. And so what they do is they call one of them who can speak English to come and speak
tell you exactly the location. Yeah. So that is how the settings is.
I think the only word they know is no English.
No English.
They know that,
but that's not an issue to them. Now, looking at how the setup is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that we can be able to talk and say, this is what we need to do.
So one of the strategies is support our own local businesses. Okay.
Businesses.
I mean, you could still buy your stuff in Walmart and the Chinese store and whatever, but make sure that you are supporting a local business.
Support the local business.
Yeah.
Support it. Don't complain. Right? And I'm telling you, even Imulwa should have opened the restaurant.
Yeah.
But if people will argue, I don't eat in the restaurant, right?
But you can deliver.
No. Like people say, I will cook my own food. No, it's not about. When you have a vibrant community, let me tell you, meeting at the restaurant is one of the way of connecting.
Yeah.
You remember even in Nairobi, mostly people go to Java. They go to Java not because they don't have tea at their home.
At home.
That's where they network.
They can hang out and
yes.
Speak to one another.
While they're networking, they are promoting their own, right? When they are promoting their own, they promote local labor.
I was going to talk about Timmy's here as well.
Yes.
When I'm meeting some of my, podcast guests or some of my, business partners or whatever, we would meet in, at Tim Hortons.
Yes.
But
while you are there, you're promoting them,
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that Mulwa should have his own restaurant, but also we can have our own Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
Where we can be able to go there and sit down and discuss businesses.
Funny thing, there's a restaurant called Sawash. I think it's Somali in origin. It's somewhere in Etobicoke. Put up a picture of Sawash restaurant. So Sawash restaurant is owned by these Somali guys, and you'd find Somali families there every day eating.
Every day.
My wife goes there to buy samosas, beef samosas, because I guess they make.
I know that restaurant actually. Yeah. I know it. You go there, they are Somali. They speak the Swahili.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the customers are the Somalis.
Yeah.
Right? What about us? Right? So the strategy, sometimes we need to crack the code. The code is the mentality.
To me, the mentality. Some pushback. There's a lady who started a restaurant in Hamilton. I think the restaurant was called
Afronisia.
Afrolicious.
Yeah, Afrolicious.
Afrolicious. I think she closed down. I heard that, unfortunately.
It was closed.
I heard that about a week ago, actually. I didn't know.
She did.
And I felt bad.
No, that restaurant I used to go with my wife mostly on a date.
Yeah.
That place was so good. You sit down there, you eat.
Nice.
The ambience was so good, but you could tell that place should be full of, the community.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think for her, she, one thing that I felt bad about is when she was a Kenyan lady, the restaurant wasn't Kenyan per se, because she was inviting all people of African origin to come and eat there, because she had a little bit of Nigerian, a little bit of Southern Africa,
even Caribbean too,
and Caribbean
too. Yeah.
And I feel like those communities did not support her enough. I don't know if it's the location or the cost of the food or whatever they would blame, but what I think you said is important. Having that notion of supporting one another, because what I'm thinking is, we were talking, you and I were having a chat in the elevator, and we were saying, sometimes some people would even say, you know what, I just don't want to support you. Intentionally decide not to support you because they don't want to see you succeed. Do you think that's something that we suffer from?
Yes, that is the major driver why we don't want to. We come from an area where we compete.
Okay.
It's a competing culture.
So you want to compete against...
Competing is, I'm happy to see you struggle. I'm so happy when I see Job is struggling. And we are so good in reading those struggles.
Yeah.
Without you telling me, I'll say, this guy is struggling, right? Mm-hmm. The thing is, it's a mentality, you know. Like when you lose weight, maybe you have a losing weight program, people will say, oh man, this guy is not eating nowadays, he's struggling.
He's so stressed.
Yeah, he's so stressed. when you grow fat and then you are doing very well.
Yeah.
They don't know it's a healthy challenge also. Yeah. So our mentality is, one thing which is really pains me, Job, is most of us, we are saying that we cannot do it. Can you imagine? I will tell you one story, personal story. I'm not mentioning names though. We had a group of investment, some 6 guys.
Yeah.
Actually, there were 12, 2 sets, but this one, there were 12 of us.
Yeah.
I don't want to mention how much money we had put together, but it was a lot of money.
I mean, you can mention the money, come on.
It was over 100,000.
Okay. Hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands.
Yes.
Now we came to a position now we want to do something.
Yeah.
And we settled on something.
Yeah.
And we had to do feasibility, research, the capacity to do it, what is it that we need to know, and we put the teams together to do those roles.
Yeah.
I remember I was part of those who were doing research, and we have to bring back the report. And when we were seated discussing, some guys from Norway in the group came with a parallel report.
Yeah.
And I remember that thing has stuck in my mind. He said, money has no emotions. I'm here for my own interest.
So they came with a parallel report saying that, according to our study, this is not possible?
I don't think this one
can work.
We don't buy this.
Okay.
Instead of doing some amendment of the report, they came with their report. So the dilemma was which one to vote.
The one that says...
But the people were mandated by mutual agreement were supposed to table the report.
Yeah.
The report adopted through amendments, whichever voted. But that report was countered with another report.
Yeah.
So the question was, what shall we do? And the way we are so emotional, and most of us, the kisses.
Was it a group full of kisses?
I would say, yes.
Majority. Yeah. And so they came out with the emotions.
Oh man, emotions. They give me my money.
I'm out of this.
I'm out of this nonsense.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the money was given out. I can't tell you where I took the money, how I used that money, but it pains me until today.
Yeah. Your accent could not speak to the money.
There was no magic around it. That money, I received it, I cannot even understand where I put that money.
Yeah.
But one thing that I know, we put emotions to what was supposed to work.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, success is not easy. It's years of hard work, challenges, struggles. Show me somebody who has succeeded without struggle. I will show you a billionaire who has lived without food in order to be in that place.
Yeah.
So that's how it broke, right?
You know, you mentioned slightly about tracking, and I want to imagine here that, you know, we say that one of the things that, you know, other communities have been successful in dominating is the tracking industry. So
nursing,
yes. So what strategy do you think people of your community can adopt in order to also become successful in the trucking industry? And I'm saying this because I know that very many Kenyans that I know who are truck drivers or owner-operators in the trucking industry seem generally successful. But I think that by running by themselves, there's a ceiling that they cannot penetrate.
No.
So if they were hanging out, if they coalesced around one another and created something, I think that they can penetrate that ceiling. They can be able to set up, their own, I don't know, routes or prices, and this would probably lead to better profit margins. But what strategy do you think they can employ in order to make something better?
I think the number one, a practical one, is to eliminate and eradicate what we call mistrust.
Okay.
Mistrust is rampant.
Mm-hmm. People don't trust one another.
Yes. Before I start working for you, I'll be overthinking about, will he pay me on time?
He might not pay me.
He might not pay me on time. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Number two is we stop competing among ourselves.
Yeah.
We compete with other communities.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, the Indians they're taking these white people out of business.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because they're competing on pricing.
Yeah.
I know my guy, my broker,
Mm-hmm.
was complaining like this. I gave the load to these Indians, and they went directly to the company and they said,
I can do it myself.
I can do it, not for this load. You are doing it for 2,000. I'll do it for 15.
Yeah.
They're
Pay me
competing.
directly.
You just give me this. I will do it. I will do it for 15. Yeah?
They took the broker out.
Yes. Joseph Ongaro will tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Shout out Joseph. Put a picture of Joseph's episode here. I hung out with him and we had a big chat.
Oh man, I was blessed.
trucking
I was
industry.
blessed with that
Yeah.
episode. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
right? So you find that we needed to compete with other people, not
Yeah.
among ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We are competing heavily among ourselves. We are making decisions based on the competition internally.
Yeah.
We need to stop that. Number one, trust each other, right? So that if I employ you, right, you're going to take that job as yours.
Yeah.
When you have my truck, treat it as yours.
Yes.
That's the high level of trust.
Mm-hmm.
And for you, I will always pay you on time,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it is 200, whether it is 100, on time. It's not about the number of how much money. Your money, you get it on the bank on time.
Yes.
All right? But also the aspect of, if I work for Joab, I will make him succeed. That's the worstest form of looking things,
Yeah.
on how to look things. Indians, they say, I will work for job so that I can open my own company.
Yeah.
Indians, they are opening company left, right, center. Why?
Yeah.
Because they understand the market.
Mm-hmm.
The market, we are growing in number.
Mm-hmm.
We are at least 45 or added to 50 million, but the US is 300.
Yeah.
Canada is so bigger than the US.
Mm-hmm. In terms of
What about in
land
the next 20 years? 20 years, we might be 100. Who is going to serve those people?
They will be serving the people because they've set the infrastructure.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why you find this Indian, they move.
Mm-hmm.
They targeted London. They are now working on Chatham.
Mm-hmm.
They have already crowded Windsor.
Yeah.
They see towns, they move there.
Mm-hmm.
They move there, they set up their business around there.
Yeah.
They serve people around there, right? So we can do it, all right? But also, the challenge that we are having is the identity groups.
Yeah.
Identity groups, like KCO, KCAs. Those,
What are those? Those are like community groups?
Yeah.
Okay. KCO is a Kenya community in Ontario.
In Ontario,
Okay.
right?
And KCO is Kenyan Community Alliance?
Yes. The KCO should now be holding these events for business expos,
Yeah.
business cooperatives, collaborations, business strategy kind of meetings,
Yeah.
right? To bring the community together so that we can have strategy, and then how we sponsor, celebrate the achievement in the community. Indians, they do. They celebrate each other every time.
Yeah.
If your company is voted as the best, they will celebrate you. We need to do that. When we were coming in, we saw Indian students having their fair down here, dancing.
Yeah, I think they are practicing for some competition that's going
for
to be
the competition.
national or
Yeah,
something.
you can be able to see their focus, right?
Yeah.
Where the focus lies. As we need to understand that in order to compete in this country, in order to have what we call the cake, part of the cake, we need to understand feasibility, that is economical and the political feasibility has to be very high. And that's where we are lacking the momentum, right?
Yeah.
We are in fighting. I see KCO, these organizations, we keep on fighting all the time. One area that actually one Indian talked about, and I think before we finish, I need to talk about this.
Yeah.
He said, you guys, your feasibility is very low. Feasibility is talking about, by now we should have KCO community center.
Yeah.
Community center, which is really, we can go there, whatever the case.
Yeah.
We have Jamaican centers here, whichever the form, whether it's a beautiful house, the building, or it's a go down, they have it, right? Where their people goes and get information. We need to have those, right?
Yes.
And then number two, I think another thing that I know, because there's a lot of things that we can be able to talk about, is financial literacy.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not saying this because I'm trying to crack the code also. Financial literacy on how to create wealth. It has two faces: individual wealth, that is, individual with your family, and also community wealth, right? One of the things that we need to do is to understand how money works.
Yes.
More so in the investment. When we said earlier that an Indian would say, if you have more than 6,000 in savings, then you are not in a good place. It means that your money put it in investment.
Yes.
Long term, short term, and what have you. In areas, if you want that money immediately, you can get it.
Yeah.
If you want to have discipline long term, right, you can do it. So that money can generate. How to beat inflation, right? That's how they do it.
Yes, because if you put your money in the bank, inflation grows at about, I think they say now it's about, what, 5% in Canada or something?
It's more than 5% annually.
Damn, okay.
Annually. You lose
and
actually.
If you put your money in the bank and your bank gives you 0.5% interest, then you're basically losing your money. Or if your savings account is your pillow, then you're losing out. And for those people who don't understand what we're talking about here is if you're to take $100 today and put in, and these $100 could buy you 100 oranges today. A year from now, the $100 cannot buy you 100 oranges. It's probably going to buy you 90 oranges. That means that your money lost value.
Yes.
Basically, because everything else went up. And so that's what happens to money, because money keeps losing value, or due to inflation.
Yeah. So once that one is settled, it becomes very easy.
Yeah.
Also, another thing is being proud of each other. Right. One area that I think that you heard about that case, Indians with the students scamming the system. Then the government said that this group of students has to be deported.
Yeah.
Indians said, no, we have to fight. The community. And they won that legal battle, right? They did. But when we look at our community also, we comparatively, we see how we behave when one of us is in danger of removal, whichever reasons that may be. You hear most of them, and that's why you find Lawyer Joshua is coming in handy in terms of helping, and other players who are in this industry, making sure that they are serving our community, right?
Yeah, I mean, Joshua is a good guy. We had an episode with him earlier on. Shout out, Joshua McCory. Put up a picture of his episode here, so that folks can go and watch it as well.
Yeah. So when you look at the way these people, they take immigration seriously, they keep on pounding on those areas decisions are being made. Yeah. And that's why for us, it's one line. Mostly for those who wants to stay here. Mostly. It's one line, meaning refugee. All right? But for the Indians, they have a lot of avenues. They sponsor their own they apply for, IMIA. Is it M?
LMIA.
LMIA, right? The students, sponsorship, they can stand behind and say, this person, I know him. He will come to stay with me. The government has no problem, right? Are we doing that in our community? Yes, we are doing it, but we are not doing it in a large scale, right?
Yeah.
And even if we are doing it, we are not really in a position whereby we can be able to say that we are getting the full benefits of the migration strategy, right? This is the thing which makes Indians grow really quick.
Yeah.
Like this year, people from our country are not coming unless you are a student or having this program like LMIA and other provincial nomination programs, right? People are not coming.
Yeah.
How are we going to make sure that we have avenues, we can negotiate and lobby for these embassies to open up for our people? Why? Because the system is there. We are bringing people to support them. And this is where now, 2023-24, many Kenyans were struggling to get a job.
Yeah.
Well, because our communities, we don't have agencies to look for jobs on behalf of our people. Yes, employment agencies. You find Indians. Indians will take their own first before they think about you. You know, and our people were struggling to get jobs. Why? Because we don't have the capacity and the avenues on which our people are being, utilized and absorbed, right?
Yeah.
And one area is employment agencies. We needed to have those agencies so that we go to the companies. Companies, they don't care. They don't care even if they have actually 20 accounts of employment agencies. As long as you serve them, you give them the best, they will stick with you.
Yeah.
It's like in trucking. Nobody cares who is carrying the load. As long as you deliver on time.
Yeah.
That's what matters, right? That's what matters.
Yes.
So we need to align ourselves in those areas. How long will it take? I don't know. I'm not sure. It may take ages, but one area that we need to do is making sure that we are intentional. And also making sure that our generation, like our boys, our girls, they are coming to take over from us.
Yes.
Because we have alienated them really big time.
We have thrown them away.
Yes, we have.
Under the bus.
That one I will stand and say, yes, we have.
What do you think is the remedy for that? How can we start bring them back?
We are not involving them. They have been, taken away by the social,
the social aspect
of it.
Yeah.
Whether it's online, the way they think online, global, but also they need to have an identity.
Yeah.
Right? Identity meaning that our children, we tell them, as much as you succeed out there, remember where you are coming from, who you are.
Yeah.
These Jews, the kids are born here, but they know we are Jews.
Yes.
But our children, they are born here, but they tend to move away from their culture.
Their Kenyan culture.
Their Kenyan culture or identity, right? So we need them so that they can be able to take over, right? And also, like, for example, my boss, he taught me something which I think that I need to share.
Yeah.
He called he has 3 kids, 2 boys, 1 girl. He called them when they got done at the same time, almost at the same time, grade 12.
Yeah.
He told them, this is my company, this is our company. I'm asking you to choose. Whoever wants to work with me, come. You're not going to college.
Yes.
If you want to go to college, just go. But I want you to come and work with me. 2 of them accepted. 1 girl, 1 boy. The other boy said, I want to be a police. Okay, he said, okay, go.
Yeah, go to police.
He went. He did not even finish 1 year, actually. He came back. He's working with the company.
As well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Company. The reason why I'm saying so, in terms of positioning, why we should do our own things, build our own businesses, is because how businesses are structured here.
Yeah.
They are structured in a way, it's a family-owned businesses. You find that the father is the president, the mother is the vice president in charge of finance, the boy is the vice president in charge of operations, the other is HR,
Yeah.
and the other boy is maybe, for example,
Something else.
something else.
Yeah.
Right?
Charge of security.
In charge of security. So the money comes back to the family.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. Now we see AI is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Jobs will be replaced.
Yes.
In factories, robots will be doing mikate,
Yeah.
the bread. They will be
Mm-hmm.
making breads.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Let me tell you, if we are not competitive in building our own businesses, who is going to employ us?
It is going to be difficult.
It is going to be very, very difficult. Right?
Yeah.
And taking advantage of the government loves people who start business. Oh man, when the government hear that you're starting a business,
They support you.
oh man, the government supports you.
Mm-hmm.
They know that you have taken that family away from the job market
Yeah.
or wherever.
Mm-hmm.
All right? They know that you will promote local labor.
Yeah.
They know that. We need also to do that. In order to succeed, we need to support one another.
Yeah.
We have to be customers within our businesses,
Yeah.
so that that money circulate within us.
Mm-hmm.
How long will it take? I don't know. All right? I don't know. So this boss I was telling you, those kids, they are working. I'm telling you, they are working.
Yeah.
They don't sleep. When I tell you they don't sleep, from 6 a.m. until midnight,
Yeah.
they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Why they are building it? And for the shortest time, that company is growing. All right?
Yeah.
It's growing.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the area we need to understand
Yeah.
how to deal with it.
I have a question here for you.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say are 3 practical things that an immigrant can start doing this month so that they can succeed or grow either professionally or personally?
Number one is the know. To know what he or she wants to achieve, the objectives.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, the how. The how can be in 2 ways.
Yeah.
How to do it and how to maintain. We said those rituals, rhythm, and also rules. All right? Now, to go into details, actually, I will say this. This should be your mindset.
Yeah.
If you are an immigrant and things are going very well, don't take more than 7 years without owning a house. Please.
Mm-hmm.
If you can, within 7 years, to own a house, you'll be in a good position.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you are married or you are not, just having your own house will increase the chances of you expanding exponentially when it comes to, having a good chance to create your nesting, your future nesting, more so
Yes.
retirement.
Yes.
Another thing is understanding that at some point you will retire.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, Job, I'll ask you a question. When do you think you will be able to retire? At what age do you think?
That's
if
a
I
very
ask
good
you?
question.
Mm.
So I think I'm thinking at 45 I shouldn't be I shouldn't be teaching anymore. Retiring, has been, my goalposts have been changing. I wanted to retire when I was 27 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I retired in one way at 27 and then moved on to something else. But I find myself to be in so many things. Now I'm podcasting. I'm not sure I'm going to be retiring from podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I won't retire from podcasting.
Yes.
Soon.
It works good with you, actually.
Yeah.
And your consistency is paying off.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah.
But yeah, so from teaching for sure, I think at 45 I would want to slow down in going to the classroom. I do enjoy teaching, and that's why I think I want to stick on it a little bit longer.
Yeah. So the reason why I'm asking you, people will say, "Oh, I just want to retire at 65." The next set of question is,
oh no, I for sure don't want to retire.
No,
at 65.
not you necessarily.
No, I'm saying I want to say that I want to give a reason why I think nobody should want to retire at 65. I think when you retire at 65, here's what I say. I think life should be a lot more than just your job.
Exactly.
So if you are
Yeah.
if you are, let me give my example. If you are a professor and you're retiring at 65, that means that for all the active years that you had, you were a professor, and that's all you were doing. That's what you'll be known for. If you're going to start doing other things at 65, I think that you have denied other people an opportunity of experiencing your other you when you had the strength to run around and stuff like that. Well, I do acknowledge the fact that sometimes it takes a while for careers to grow, and reach their peak and stuff like that. But you can still do whatever you want to do and still, grow in your career.
Thank you.
And maybe I'm digressing here and going off.
No, you just put it very, 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 very good. Retirement, there's nothing like retirement, all right? You can be able to say that actively from my work, I will retire at 65. The next set of question is, how many years do you want to live in this world? Most people will say over 100, okay? So if you retire at 65, you want to live until 100. You have 35 years, all right? What are you doing, for example, all right? Probably there are those who have already planned very well. They will be traveling. They will be involved in the community. Like when you go into our community, there are those people on the road, they help the kids to pass. To
cross the road, yeah.
They cross the road. And then you find them, others, they frontier to drive the buses, they frontier in the community, in the schools, in the hospitals. They are not retired yet, but they have the capacity to live fully.
Yes.
All right? And who is funding their lifestyle is their money.
Yeah.
Right? So in 35 years, how much money do you need to live comfortably?
Well, you need, however much you are spending right now,
yes,
you would need that much.
Yes.
In the years that you're not working.
In the years
that you're not earning.
Yes.
Yes.
Because the decision that we are making, me included, I'm not here to say that I have an answer. I don't have an answer. That's the question that I normally ask myself.
Yeah.
After retirement, what next? Because there are people who retire after maybe 5 years. Actually, you find them in their elderly homes.
Yeah.
And once you are in the elderly homes, you're done.
Not coming out.
You are out. All right.
You're not coming back.
You're not coming back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your kids have told you you're becoming a nuisance. Please stay here.
Yeah.
And others will put in your file, do not resuscitate.
I've seen that.
You have seen that, right? So the hope of coming back is not there. Yeah. But when you plan that you are active in life, even after retirement from your active role as an employee, but you are still not retired.
Yes.
Or tired, right? But you need money. That is where now, as a community, we also needed to understand that financial literacy is very important.
Know how much you need in your retirement.
Yes, knowing how much you need in your retirement. And there are many investment vehicles, my brother. Yeah. I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not selling. There are investment vehicles like Evari, Manulife. Those, they are creating really money for people who knows how to do that, right? So the question is, you ask yourself, what are the portfolios that I need? Number one, you say, I need a home. Number two, I need to add some few things. These are the kind of investment that I want to do so that once I'm ready to retire, I have funds to fund my retirement lifestyle while I'm involved in the community. And that's where now you find these people who are retired, because they are active in the community, they are helping the community with less expenses. Yeah.
I'm here talking to you, and one thing that I've seen some people who maybe let me re-ask this question. Sometimes we want to support our communities, but I've also seen people taking advantage of that support, of that help. But sometimes I also ask myself, is it possible that the fact that I know that my community is there to help me out when I need money, that makes me lazy? I mean, it's just something I'm thinking about. And, the fact that, sometimes you have to support your families back home, they call it black tax, or your friends back home, and you call it black tax. But do you think that in some, what can you say about that kind of support that people give either in the community. And most of the support I mean is financial support in the community.
It's very hard. It's very hard actually to distinguish between which black taxes should be paid out and which one should not.
Okay.
It's very, very hard. And depending on how, for example, when it comes to your mom and dad, do you negotiate with the black tax?
Of course, I got to support them.
You have to.
Yeah.
Sometimes you may not even negotiate. The culture side of it, because we celebrate a lot of these things like matanga, funerals. Yeah, the funerals are the one which is bonding us really, right? Like the groups that we're having. You find that when
bereavement groups.
Yeah, bereavement groups.
Yes.
You find that they are very, very active.
Yeah, but I mean, those are structured and they give some sort of support.
I'm telling you, they are not really.
Oh, they're not structured?
They are not really. They should not be that way. Okay? They should not be that way.
Explain, please.
I'm just saying that on context. I'm not saying that Umoja is doing, what I'm saying, Umoja is doing a tremendous job.
Yeah.
Right? My context is those groups you find out of nowhere. You are added to a group. To do what? To contribute. And when you look at these members,
like
they are not in their structured groups. They are not in any of those structured groups like Umoja.
So,
Muamugusi.
Okay, so to get this clearly, you are just relaxing.
Because we are talking about the black tax.
Yes. So let me get this clearly. You're just hanging out, at home, and you get a WhatsApp message that you've been added to a WhatsApp group.
Yes.
And the people added to the WhatsApp group, they do not belong to any of the structured groups that already exist.
No. And you are expecting to give out the money, right?
Yes. Okay.
So it's very, very hard. We used to do that actually initially in 2012.
Yeah.
Until it became an issue in the community.
And that's when the structured group started?
It was there.
Oh, okay.
The structured group was there. Because I know you are a person of the people, you have networked a lot. You have Umoja, and something happens, God forbid, it has happened, and then we need to rally behind you and support you. Now, apart from, beside you receiving some money from Umoja because you are a member, then we have another contribution
on the side.
Okay. We used to changa a lot of money.
Yes.
You find somebody, okay, Umoja has given you the money, but this side, the changas, it's a lot.
Okay.
And now, until it happens to somebody and he receives less.
Yes.
The question is, how did the job receive this amount of money, not me?
Yes.
So then it creates imbalance.
So to give context here to the folks, so in Canada, we have, we are here as, friends and sometimes strangers. And sometimes we lose our family members, either in Africa or here in Canada or in America or whatever. And so what happens is that groups have been created, they call them bereavement groups, whereby the members in these groups will contribute to a member of the group who has lost a family member. Am I correct?
Yes.
And so what Chris is telling us, explaining to us here, is that sometimes there are members of the community who will, ask for money from people, or not necessarily ask for, but will be supported by people outside of the group because they are popular or famous in the community.
Yes.
And maybe sometimes when I am not famous, I don't get enough. And that's where the problem is.
You don't get enough.
So I just want to give context for people who do not understand our sort of standard operating procedure.
Yeah. Because somebody will say, "Oh, these people, they don't like me," and that's why isolation become manifested.
Yes, and so so I think you are getting at something here before I interrupted rudely.
Yeah. So we were not talking. We are talking about the black tax.
Yeah.
The money you are not budgeting for. This Umoja group is the money you budgeted for, even if it's not in reality.
Yes.
It may happen this month, may not happen. But if something happens, it's something that you can. But we are talking about the money you are not budgeting for, right? So it's not easy to control the money, how it goes, and how much it goes.
Yeah.
But this is something which identifies who we are. we help out. Either you are hosting somebody or you are helping somebody, whether here or outside.
Yeah.
The thing which really gets into my nerve is somebody calling you when there is a need to be sorted. And the job comes into mind. Will you be able to do it differently? Sometimes it's very hard. It's very, very hard. But the people expecting you have to respond. I have a friend of mine who was doing a wedding back home. He sent me this WhatsApp group invitation. I joined.
Yeah.
I remember that time I sent 8,000.
Yes.
He was so
Shillings.
mad. Yes.
He was mad that you said...
At least I was the highest contributor.
So it was bad, you said?
He was so mad.
Oh, the guy was mad?
Yes.
Because
he expected me probably sending him 50,000.
Yes.
I don't know. He was so mad. He said, you send me 8,000? Like 8? He was upfront, actually. Right?
Yeah.
So I was asking him, okay, so how much were you expecting? No, 8,000, no. I was not expecting you to send me 8,000. He did.
Yeah.
Right? So, sometimes how do you treat those people? How do you treat yourself in that? I thought I gave as much as
I gave all that I could.
Yes.
You know?
Based on the context of the group. But he was not happy.
Yeah.
Right? So you find somebody coming with the problem, he wants you to solve it, but no matter how much you try, the context of your assistance to them is twisted.
Yeah.
They wish you could have done more.
Yes.
So they are thinking through your mind. Your mind.
And they're budgeting for the money in your pocket.
Yes. Have you seen somebody sending me money? And then you send 2,000? And oh my God, look at this guy.
Oh man. Yeah.
He's sending me 2,000 instead of 10. All right? So the black taxes sometimes is not something that you can have a solution around. I may not even say oh stop. No. It has to have a context. There are people who need help.
Yeah.
But there are also people who want help.
Yes. And it's important to distinguish.
It's very important to distinguish.
Yes.
The person who need help. The person who want help may wait.
Yes.
Or may not get it.
Yes.
Right? But it's really weird. I don't know. That system is very hard to deal with. I'm telling you, it has been debated, you know. It's very hard to deal with, honestly.
Man, you are such a wise man, man. Christopher Zablon is such a man who oozes with such brilliance. I mean, the many years that you've lived in this, I would have said that you are wise beyond your years, but I think that the years that you've lived here qualify you to give such brilliant advice. And, you know, it's such amazing, it's just an amazing opportunity to be seated here with you and, you know, just have this chat with you. But I want to ask you maybe 2 more questions as we're landing this plane that will come from me. So let's go back to the first day that you land in Canada. So you have $40 in your pocket. And you are here. So if you could go back to that first day and give advice to your day one immigrant self, what would that advice be?
The advice is enjoy the journey, take risks, and stop overthinking. I think I was in a flame whereby I was overthinking too much. Decision making was really rendered useless. Sometimes you don't make good decisions. Take risks.
At that point, you weren't thinking. When you were with your $40, you were like, man.
Man, there was a lot of overthinking.
Yes. What were you scared at all that things would not work out the way you expect them to work?
Because I came to this country being scared.
Yeah.
A lot. And when I'm talking about scared of the unknown.
Yeah.
Which were known actually.
Yes.
Through overthinking. It's like you're having something in your mind, which is not a reality, but it is living rent-free in your mind.
Yes.
Fear.
Yes.
Right? And that's why the most successful people are the one who have taken risks. But also calculated risks.
Yes.
Risk without a responsibility. I mean, risk without, calculations is irresponsible.
Yes.
For example, you are going to skying, and then if you are not trained,
like skydiving, you mean?
yes, skydiving.
Okay.
If you are not trained, that is irresponsible. If you are trained, that is an accident.
Yes.
If you don't have a license and you're driving, then that's criminal.
Yes. But if you are driving with your license,
but if you are driving with your license, you are risking. But if anything happens, it's an accident.
Yes.
So sometimes we need to have calculated risks.
Yes.
And one thing that keeps on popping in our lives all the time, sometimes making sets of same mistakes, may it be financial, may it be how we view people around us, relationships, our workplace, we keep on repeating the same mistakes. Is it a bad thing? It is if it keeps pulling you back.
Yeah.
But if it keeps you in a pedestrian level to grow, then it's a good thing. Mistakes, the people who grow, they make a lot of mistakes, but they just grow. It's like a child who wants to go over through the stairs. They fall down, but they are resilient. They keep on climbing until they are at the top.
Yeah.
So I would say that I used to overthink a lot.
Yeah.
And that one hindered my decision making, really.
True.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
When I'm having guests here on the Couch Connect, I treat them like the president of the United States. When the president of the U.S. leaves office, they normally ask the next president. They leave a letter for the next president on the show, in the office. And so what I do here, since we just have a chat with one another, I give an opportunity to the current guest to ask a question to the next guest on the show. I normally don't see that question until I'm seated right before the guest and almost asking that question. So a question was left here for you by the most recent guest on the show. And your question is, or was, the question they left is, if you were 30 years younger, would you have followed a different path?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to explain more? I'm listening.
I will explain it this way. Where I am, I cannot regret.
Yes.
Never. But based on the dynamics that I had when I was 30 years younger, probably I could have taken another route.
Path. Yeah.
Do I regret? No.
Yes.
All right? The reason why I'm saying so is because of the opportunities representing itself sometimes, where you find that you are not in a place to confront those opportunities, and how you confront them and how you utilize those opportunities.
Yeah.
And by answering that, I'm just saying that I'm open-minded. Things changes depending on the context, depending on the situations. Sometimes the layers, they keep on changing. In this life, there's a lot of moving parts. If these moving parts are stuck, then the elevation, the lift is not there, the elevation and control is not achieved. So to me, I'm saying yes because I have to be open-minded.
Yeah. True.
Yes.
Beautiful, man. Chris, here's your opportunity to write your question to the next guest on the show. Yeah, so just, you can just write it over there. And like that is fine. It's so refreshing to sit here with you, Chris, and, have this chat with you. Chris, what hope do you have for the next generation of immigrants?
Yeah, I'll say this because we are winding up. Whatever that we have spoken here is just, the information is unlimited.
Yeah. How
to better our community, it's unlimited. We may have not exhausted it here. I know that out there is brilliant minds.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, our community is highly educated. Brilliant minds. The majority are highly educated. Let us use our resources more, so learning resources, the capacities that we have in order to help our community grow. But also I want to tell the young people, and I'm also the parents and the in-laws, let us lead our children to make the right decisions. Do not have this mindset of they will decide what they want to do necessarily.
Yeah.
That is so dangerous. Mm-hmm. We do not have time to talk about it, but this is also very, very dangerous.
Yes.
Because as a parent, I know the weaknesses of my kids. Mm-hmm. I know these kids will succeed.
Yes.
This line, this one no, the other one no.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving them to decide sometimes it creates the crisis.
Yeah.
But also for the young people,
mm-hmm.
put yourself in a position
mm-hmm.
to champion for your legacy, may it be personal or family legacy. That's very, very important. And I think young people can achieve that.
Yes.
Work for your legacy, may it be personal legacy or family legacy.
Mm-hmm.
The young people can achieve much.
True.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Christopher Zablon. Folks, this has been The Couch Connect. I've been hanging out with Christopher Zablon today. Christopher Zablon is such a wise man. And, hanging out with him, I think, was very insightful. I hope you did enjoy this episode. And if you actually made it this far, I think you did enjoy this episode. So if you haven't yet, do subscribe to this channel. And remember to tell your friends to tell their friends. Till next time, do take care. Kwaheri.
Out.